Hello friends, now I am going to discuss about some important crops of India in term of the seasons. It means we are understanding different type of the crops based on season. So in India, as on based on season and this category, there are three types of crops: Kharif crop, Rabi crop, Zaid crop. ZAID, Zayed crop. Kharif crop is called monsoon crop. Rabi crop is called winter crop. And Zayed crop is called summer crop. Right, my friends? So, first we understand why it is called Kharif, Rabi, and Zaid. The crop which is taken during rainy season is called Kharif crop, and such crop is also called monsoon crop. Its time means month from June and July to October and November. I repeat, the month for the Kharif crop is June and July to October and November. Now the point comes, which kind of the crops in term of the examples of Kharif crop. And this example you remember. The whole topic usually asked by understanding, short questions, one liners, etc. So paddy means the rice, maize, jowar, millet, cotton, till, groundnut, mung, and mut are crops of Kharif crop. Now I want to re-explain the words. Understand again. The season for the Kharif crop is monsoon. So it is called monsoon crop or rainy season crop. Second, its time period is June and July months to October and November months. Third, the main crops in this season is paddy, maize, right? You have already understood and I am repeating again. Paddy, maize, jowar, millet. So many students sometimes asking me, millet means bajra, cotton, till, groundnut, mung, and mut is produced in Kharif crop. Now I am discussing for Rabi crop. As the season Rabi means winter crop. The crop taken during season of winter. The crop taken during season of winter is called Rabi crop or winter crop. Its time is October and November to March and April. So remember again, October and November to March and April. So these are time period or months for Rabi crop. Usually in this season, the proportion of the rain is not seen, but the earlier The accumulated water is used for producing the crop. So wheat, gram, barley, mustard and linseed. Wheat, gram, barley, mustard and linseed are Rabi crop. Now we are understanding the third crop. Okay, as the earlier I discussed the repeatedly, I am giving main points again for the Rabi crop. Season is winter. Months is October and November to March and April. Thereafter, which crops are taken? Wheat, gram, mustard, barley and linseed. Now I am talking about the Zaid crop. Z-A-I-D. Zaid crop or the crop of the season of summer. Generally, in this season of summer, the crop is taken is called Zaid crop. The time for this crop is March to June. I repeat, time for the crop is March to June. And main crops in this season is paddy, maize, groundnut, till, millet and fruits like watermelon, cucumber, muskmelon are produced in season of summer, so it is called Zaid crop. Again I repeat, Zaid crop is the crop of the season of summer. Second, the time for the Zaid crop is, you have already understood, March to June. And third, which crop is taken? Paddy, maize, groundnut, till, millet and different fruits like muskmelon, watermelon and cucumber are produced in season of summer. Right, my friends? So here I discuss different type of crops on base of season. Right? So now we discuss about different agricultural crops. So remember, in India we have diversified season and geographical conditions, climates for production of different type of agricultural crops based on different rainfall and also it is providing us this kind of the crop during different rainfall. So remember one thing, in India these crops are produced for the different land, soil. In different land and soil we find different type of the crops. So first, now I am talking about main crops in food grains, which are, we have paddy, wheat, jowar, millet, maize and barley. See, these are food crops. Then which kind of crop of pulses we have? Tuar, mung, gram, peas, bean, mut, urad and earlier I said linseed. Okay, linseed is the oil seed, sorry. Oil seeds are groundnut, linseed, till, soya bean, castor, mustard, sunflower and coconut, because from all these crops we can get enough oil production, so it is called oilseeds. Now I am talking about beverages. Beverages means crop of drinking. The tea, coffee and cocoa. Coca also is being pronounced. Cocoa or coca are same. These are crops of beverages. Thereafter cash crops. So now remember, usually we have the crops after being produced, we can collect from farms, do the proper packing and we can immediately sort out and collect the cash. Such crops are called cash crops. Cotton, sugarcane, jute, tobacco and rubber are cash crops, important cash crops. Now condiments. Condiments means spices. Cumin seed, fennel, isabgol, coriander, fenugreek. See, these are the names you have to remember. Sometimes from these all topics, one line questions are coming. Again I repeat. The condiments: cumin seed, fennel, isabgol, coriander, fenugreek, ajwain. Ajwain means ajma, black pepper and garlic. Thereafter fruits. Actually in the types of fruits we can't find minimum numbers. Lots of the types of the fruits are being produced in India, but some examples are given in your book, so I am explaining it same. Okay, mango, banana, orange, chiku, grape, papaya, jujube, apple and guava. It means it does not, okay, chiku is also I forgot to discuss. It means it does not say that in India only these are the fruits we produce, but we produce many type of the fruits, and out of these fruits some are given here. So other kind of the crops are also taken in the category of fruits. Now the vegetables. So vegetable is not a single word. Lots of the vegetables we can produce. Remember, potato, brinjal, onion, bottle gourd, turia, ladyfinger, cabbage, cauliflower, different spinach. See, in India, you cannot give all names of all fruits, all vegetables are producing in everywhere in India, but some are produced in some part of India, some are produced in some part of India. Remember this. Okay, let us continue to discuss about different food grains in detail. But when we are understanding the detail about food grains, we must understand important agricultural reforms first, because here we have discussed about the food grains and different type of the crops, but how much crops we have produced, why it is being produced is not a single moment topic. It is a very largely study based topic. So out of it I want to discuss first about technical reforms, so you can understand why in present days we produce this kind of crop and we are not producing different type of crops. So first I am discussing here about technical and institutional reforms. Okay, usually reforms means the changes which we brought or get it. Mainly the ordinary farming is done with use of sickle, spade, powder or the hoe, H-O-E, hoe, plug, drill, bullock carts. See, these are our traditional instruments for agricultural crop. But now, in present days, there are so many changes have come. So the trailers, tractors, threshers, rotators, actually these are new type of instruments or equipments are in use. So as the time change, the equipments in the agricultural field is newly coming. So remember, all new instruments may not possible that all agricultural activity doing workers are using, but some persons relating to agricultural activity are using. So all these instruments, and with that now in nowadays use of chemical fertilizer is increasing, hybrid seeds use increasing, BT seeds use is increasing, pesticides use is increasing, different type of the irrigation methods are incoming as like the drip irrigation, right? And greenhouses. Generally greenhouse is not a new point for your 10th standard. You have already studied in the 8th standard. Wherever the farms are getting direct heat from the sun, then a green color cloth is being covering up to the farm, so only light can enter, but negative effect of the sun rays may not enter inside. So the arrangement is being done is called greenhouse. So as the time change, the reforms are coming in field of agriculture. It is called technical reforms and institutional reforms. Let us discuss first about technical reforms. Reforms means the changes, and technical reforms means reforms or the changes relating to the agricultural methods that I am discussing now. The changes we have taken place, here the line is being given, is used for one line answer. The changes which have taken place in seeds, fertilizer and farm implementations. In India, again I repeat, the changes which are implemented about seeds, fertilizer and farms is called technical reforms. Means only the methods related reforms are being discussed here, right my friends? So first I am discussing about, see, according to my method I am giving you main point, then I will discuss in it detail. The first point is about the new instruments. So earlier people were using tractors, trailers, threshers, but now the changes have come and people have started to use different type of the new instruments. Earlier they were not using tractor, trailer, thresher, but now the change has come and they have started to use these new instruments like tractor, trailer, thresher, harvester. Earlier they were not using. Thereafter, the changes were brought in side of irrigation also. So which kind of the changes have come in field of irrigation? Submersible pump have come in use, monoblock pump have come in use, and with that solar pump is also in use. The drip irrigation is taking place and sprinklers are taken in use. With that, watershed development is done, farm ponds have been done, water wheels, leather buckets, were the earlier way of the agricultural method, but now leather buckets and water wheels have stopped to be taken in use. Okay, some traditional farmers are even today using, but it is not being discussed here because we are discussing about the changes. The another change came about fertilizers. So chemical fertilizer like DAP, diammonium phosphate, NPK, nitrogen, phosphorus, potash. See, here I am explaining short form and full form both. The other one is urea based fertilizer, biofertilizer, liquid biofertilizer. These are the changes which have been brought right now in our field. And biotech seeds are also brought. BT cotton seeds, genetically modified GM seeds. These are the new changes. BT seeds means biotech seeds, and GM seeds means genetically modified seeds, modified, changed seeds, and they are producing new kind of the vegetables with the new colors. Earlier we have not seen the same color, that kind of color, but here we can see if the genetically modified seeds are being taken in use. Okay, thereafter government have made different portals for farmers as like Agri Market mobile app, Farm web portal, iKhedut is also mobile app, DD Kisan channel. These are the informative media. SMS is being used to get the benefits and instructions to ask and talk. Kisan toll free number means here now government know that the people are using smartphones, so they are providing different type of the options even our farmers can use also. Okay, thereafter in India different agricultural institutions are doing research, developing new technologies, techniques which are being used now by farmers. But up to the farmers who will take it, Gram Sevak and district service center are providing information, right? Thereafter another option is farm training center which give the training to the farmers to use this new technology. So in that way you understand government is trying to bring information in knowledge to of the people. Thereafter agricultural fairs are being taken place at so many situations. New events are also taken place. Thereafter different universities for agriculture as like Sardar Patel Krishi University. Krishi means agriculture. Sardar Patel Krishi University in Dantewada, right, is a very well known place. You have to remember the name. Thereafter Agricultural University in Navsari, Anand and Junagadh are also developed. So these universities are doing research and spreading the information of the research relating to the agriculture field to the people. With that, the two different government based institutions are also working for them, as like ICAR, Indian Council for Agricultural Research, and second one is Department of Agricultural Research and Education, DARE, Department of Agricultural Research and Education. So these two short forms of different government institutions working for the research in field of agriculture. Okay, here I discussed about agricultural technical reforms. Now I am discussing about agricultural institutional reforms. The question comes, what is called institutional reforms? Reforms connected with land ownership, crop subsidy, sale of the crops, and getting information about changes in the relating to the agricultural administrations in India. These reforms are called institutional reforms. Basically, only technology is not important, but other parts of study is also important to understand why the changes are coming. So the first is law. Government has taken steps to reduce landlordism. Landlordism matlab meaning landlords control, to reduce, stop the exploitation of farmer by the landlords, and for that purpose government passed two different laws. Land Ceiling Act to control the ownership of the land on one person's name and to destroy the disparity, differences between ownerships proportion of land on one person's to many. The another one is a Land to the Tillers Act. Who is cultivating the land? The land is in his name. Thereafter, some kind of the rights government has given to the tillers who are cultivating. For them, the rights will remain on their name for use the same land. Otherwise, if they are being exploited, they will hand over the land to the original land owners. But actually he is not coming there. He has only interest in the earning money from the land. Purchasing the land, selling on the other's name. This is the process. To stop this and to provide the land who need for production and to stop their exploitation, the government has given support. The next one is financial help to the farmers. Here government is giving Kisan credit card for crop subsidy, financial help for the cropping, and nationalized and cooperative bank supports for the loan to the farmers on lower interest rate. Thereafter, full insurance protection to the crops under Prime Minister Crop Insurance Scheme is process of government is being done for the help of farmers. Remember, thereafter, if the crop is failed due to the drought and other natural disaster, over excessive rain, whatever you want to say, the government will provide financial help to the farmers. Thereafter, legal support, open auction. Auction means the farmers will show his crop, and the traders will give their price, and at specific point of price farmers is agreed to sell, and farm product purchaser means the sellers is ready to purchase. On that point the price will be decided. It is called auction. So auction process is taken place under the government supervision, so nobody could exploit farmers. Thereafter facilities like market yard, agriculture produce market committee, cooperative warehouses as the godowns to save and preserve the crops. Thereafter cold storage. So these are changes government has brought for the help of farmers. Thereafter government has started different organizations to purchase directly crop of the farmers. It is NAFED, National Agricultural Cooperative Marketing Federation of India. Again I repeat, National Agricultural Cooperative Marketing Federation of India, NAFED. Thereafter GROFED, Gujarat Cooperative Oil Seeds Growers Federation, Gujarat Cooperative Oil Seeds Growers Federation, and third National Dairy Development Board, National Dairy Development Board, NDDB. So remember here that these are the changes or the reforms brought by the government to support farmers and to start the green revolution in India. Right, my friends? So here I discussed today with you about reforms, the institutional and the technical sides in agriculture. Okay.